remember the last time you spoke to the media?
It's been a while.
What made this a good time to take care of this?
Just now that the season started, just have more positive things to look forward to than what I've had to go through, and just feels better to actually have something good to talk about now, which is basketball and what we have to go through now as a team.
Was this your decision to talk today, Brandon? Or?
Yeah, it was.
How much harder have things been that this has been so in the public eye?
It's definitely been hard. It's been hard on a lot of people, not just myself. I'm just lucky to be surrounded with people that love me and a great team, great family members and friends. So.
Was there ever a thought that you wouldn't come back to BYU on your part?
There was a lot of thoughts that went through my head, just trying to deal with it all. But you know, it was a one step at a time type thing, and I didn't really look forward to anything. Just kind of took it as it comes the best I could.
Brandon, are you happy with the way BYU handled your situation from start to finish?
I'm just happy to be back. It doesn't matter what I had to go through to get here. I'm just glad to be here, back with my teammates, and back here where I'm supported and loved by so many.
Did you feel like you were treated fairly?
I was definitely treated more than fair. Just to be able to make it back here and be able to be a part of this team again is a blessing to me. So.
How do you put into words having to observe the end of last season as opposed to take part in it?
It hurt. It's not just me, but everyone around me, and it's definitely something that I'll never forget about and something I never want to do again. So I just use that to drive me in all that I do today.
What did that mean to be able to be on the bench toward the end of last season?
You know, that meant a lot. Just to have my teammates knowing that I'm still there, and to be allowed to just do that is another blessing to me, and it was great to be able to still be a part of my team.
How have your teammates helped you throughout this whole process?
Like I said, they're great. They're more than teammates. They're every single one of them is like a brother to me, and they each of them individually have helped me one way or another.
When you've gone out in the community, what's the response been to you mostly?
Mostly positive. You know, and like I said, it's a great university. I've been surrounded by so many people who've supported me, and I'm just glad to be back.
Whether last year at home versus Wyoming after that game, or when you get introduced at LaVell Edwards Stadium, what does it mean to you to have received the public response that you generally get?
It felt good. There was a lot of mixed emotions going on in my head at that point. Not sure how people were going to react, and not sure how I was going to react, and I just thought the overall situation was handled well.
How do you feel like your relationship with players that were here last year versus new players differs?
It's definitely strengthened us. I think it's a bad thing, terrible thing that we all had to go through, and they were willing to go through it with me and pull through together. And I think that says a lot about their character and the way we are as a team.
Were you very aware of how your situation was being talked about nationally, almost like Jimmer's scoring and everything?
You know, I try not to pay attention to it, but it's always out there, and you know, there's always going to be good things, there's always going to be bad things, but it's just you gotta push through it. It doesn't really matter what people think, as long as I know I've grown as a person and know it's only going to be better. It's only going to get better. So.
Were you contacted by other programs about transferring?
No, I wasn't. I wasn't contacted by anyone. I think I tried to make it as clear as I could that I wanted to be here with my teammates and stay here if all possible, and thank goodness it was.
How different a person do you think you are today as opposed to maybe a year ago?
Honestly, I think I'm a totally different person, but that's up to the other people to decide. I can't really tell someone like that I've changed. It's up to me to actually show that, and hopefully I'm in the right direction and doing that the best I can.
How about as a player? You worked hard to get back to the position where you can actually contribute and lead this team. How do you feel you've progressed as a player?
It's definitely helped. Basketball is pretty much all I got going for me right now, and just to be there to help my teammates in any way that I can is kind of driving me to become a better player, and hopefully I can continue to do that for my teammates and for myself.
Coach has said he's really liked the way you played, but in spurts. What's it going to take to be more consistent for this team, and where do you feel like you need to get more consistent?
Yeah, that's one thing we all need to get better at as a team. But as far as me personally, Coach is definitely right. I do have spurts. I just need to find a way within myself to to make those spurts last the whole game and from start to finish. And you know, sometimes I start off slow, sometimes I start off great, and it's just consistency. That's what we're about here, and that's all I'm trying to do.
Brandon, you were supposed to take certain steps to get back into the university. Can you share generally what some of those were?
You know, those steps are over and done with. I'm back, and that's as far as I'm concerned, I did it the right way. So those things don't need to be brought up.
You played 1 minute against Utah State last year. You play Utah State to open this season. Any thoughts on the Aggies and where you've come, maybe progression-wise, to be able to contribute more fully this year?
Yeah, they're a great program, and they came in, they fought hard all game here, and it's going to be even more battle up there at their place where they're comfortable. And it's up to us to go in there and break them the best we can and play our best game. And I'm confident that we do that and execute our game plan. There's no chance that we will lose the game.
Sorry, Brandon, what type of reaction do you expect are you preparing for when you go on the road from opposing crowds?
You know, I personally love playing on the road. I love the hostile environment. I don't know what's going to be said, but I'm ready for it. I'm pretty good at ignoring things like that, and you know, that's part of the game. You get that anywhere you go, and it's one of the toughest places to play. So we all expect it, but it doesn't matter. It's not gonna affect me.
Brandon, you're known to have a face that shows expression. Like when you're dunking, there's a scream. What's going through your head in those moments when you're playing hard that coach is proud of and you're showing that emotion?
You know, that's kind of coaches. He likes that. He likes it when we're playing hard. He likes when we show emotion. And that's one of the things I like, making big plays for the team, and it kind of sparks us, gets us going, and so that just helps us team. That just helps us keep going, and hopefully I can continue to make those plays in the future.
Last question. You might go to a number of cities this year in which media are naturally curious about your story. Are you comfortable right now being able to share with different people in different places?
You know, it's still kind of tender, but. As far I feel like most media, they're going to be pretty respectful of the situation, and I'm more than happy to shine my light on it and kind of help others if needed. But as far as talking to them about it, I'm pretty sure that everyone pretty much knows the story by now, and it's coming to a close pretty much. But you know, it's what I had to go through, and I'm willing to kind of share that just to kind of help others not have to go through what I had to go through.
Okay, thanks, Brandon.
Thank you.